What's up guys, my name is dojo and welcome back to another video.
In today's video we've got
1.20 was released yesterday, yesterday I went over everything that was new, but today, like I did in 1.19 over here, we're going to be building a building or a house with only 1.19 blocks. But the problem is these are the not the 1.19, the 1.20. So these are the 1.20 blocks that we're allowed to use. Now for this one I've made a bigger area than that one, because this time I want to build a big dojo. But the problem with that is we don't have enough blocks. So I am going to use, sorry for this, but I am going to use non 1.19 blocks for a bit of the outside, just to make it a bit possible, more or less. But the actual building will be only 1.19 blocks. But obviously without grass, without dirt, without some things like that, it's gonna be quite impossible. So let's get into this time lapse.
I started off where I wanted the first layer of grass to go where the big dojo would go on top of it. So we laid it out, and then I started fiddling with it, trying to get it right, because the first time I didn't like it. Then I started filling it in so that I would build something on top of it. So this one was just grass. There was nothing special about it. I know grass isn't in 1.20, or it is, but it wasn't added in 1.20. But there was no other blocks except leaves maybe, but it still didn't work. Anyway, I changed it up a little bit more before getting to work on the actual start of the dojo. So put down some logs, see where everything would go, and then we measured it out. I guess it didn't really work. Then we put the entrance to it, and then started to lay out the floor of the dojo, which is these bamboo mosaics, which are really cool. We then came in with the block of bamboos and stuff to add the first layer of the floor, and then we went in with the cherry blossom thingies at the top. We then fiddled around with the roof before deciding on keeping the bamboo as the start of the roof. So the roofs in Japanese style, they're very famous, everybody knows what they are. I would have liked to do it red, honestly. Actually no, yellow would have fit better either way. I don't know, I really don't know, but a red version of bamboo would be really cool, even though that doesn't really make sense. Then made a little cool entrance with the cherry trapdoors and stuff. Alright, I've sped up the video a little bit, so this video will be a bit longer, so we will be getting through it a video will be a bit shorter, so we're getting through it a bit faster. Anyway, we put some patterns on the walls to make it look cool, then started laying out how the first layer of the entire thing would look. Now this is a fat layer, it's very wide, it's very cool. Now we wanted to make it interesting, so that's where all these upturning things are going. Then got the stripped cherry rose thingies, I forgot what they're called, cherry blossom. Then added some trapdoors as little windows, which we changed for fences. Not those ones, we add fences in the higher up ones. Then put another beam to add some darkness into the thing, and then put some stripped things. Then we lined it with trapdoors, but then decided against it and then made it back into the darker one. Then we wanted to map out where the next one would go, so I fiddled around with it, making the perfect shape for the next floor. Now this one started to be pink, but then we changed it to this one, and I would always hit it wrong, but it's alright. Then I got to work on the roof. Now the roof was very fun for me. It was just really cool to design it. Look, you can see here, there's so many intricate things you do. You put the slabs in intricate places and put them in cool designs and stuff. It's just very fun to fiddle around with these roofs. So that I was just fiddling around with the roofs and the sides where they go up, see how it looked nice. I had to bring it up to that one point there, which was a bit hard, but got there in the end. And it, in my opinion, I think it looks really cool. So then we just finished the roof. That's all. I was checking to see if everything was symmetrical there, going up to the sky, and it was, which is nice. Then I lined it and then started work on the second floor. There. Wait, no. I wanted to add something cool. So I wanted to add a sniffer egg, but that looked ugly, so I changed it for a calibrated skulk sensor. So worked on the second floor then. Got some bamboo to line it to add a bit more green other than just the yellow texture, which can get a bit overwhelming, I believe. So I looked at it for a bit to see what was cool about it, and then went back to work. So I designed this one. This was quite an intricate one where I just, well, actually it wasn't that easy to do, hard to do, I mean. But anyway, I lined it with some trapdoors and then copy and pasted the design on all other sides. Well, not copy and pasted, I still had to do it, as you can see here. Then here is where I was talking about adding fences instead of trapdoors for windows. The trapdoors were more like just decorations there. That's cool though. Then I went to work, oh no, I looked at it for a bit. And then I went to work for the roof for the second floor, which looked quite cool, I believe. I just did the same as the first one, just did some lining, see what would look cool. Added these thing on the edge after deciding that it was way too weird and I didn't like it. So I want to see how everything would look now. So I put the start of the third floor, which was quite a boring roof this time. As you can see, it didn't really do much, but I worked on the third floor now. Now the third floor, now I'm saying third floor, but it really isn't floors, they're just sections, because yeah, there's no like actual floors there, because I couldn't be bothered doing the interior because there was literally no blocks to do the interior with, as you'll find later on. Anyway, we did some more pink wood thingy for the walls again, as always. Not as much green in this one, actually. I think a bit of green would have been helpful. But then I lined it again, made a really thin roof this time. I didn't make it that big at all. It was only because I wanted it to just be the same size for the fourth floor as well, like a complete copy of the third floor on the fourth floor or section. So that's what I did then. I copy and pasted the thing on every side to make it look perfect and the exact same on every side. And then after doing that, it was time to add the roof for the fourth roof. And the roofs again are very fun to make. I really enjoyed making them. And what was weird is they never really got repetitive. They were always fun. Anyway, I made a smaller section yet on the right top for the fifth floor and the final floor, which was a small one that only took me a few minutes to do. Well, not even a few minutes. Didn't take me at all that long to do that one. So the building itself ended up looking really cool, but it's missing one thing, a spike at the top. So I got the roof again to finish it off at a point here. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just making it look nice, bringing it up to a gradual point where I'd add a fence gate. And there, I was done with the big building. Now for the outside, because it's just floating there. So I added some bookshelves in the interior because that's the only thing I could add. Lined it with some bamboo slabs. Then put some books in the chiseled bookshelves, the new ones. And then got to work on the outside where I added this thing here. It's just another grass section where I was wanting to make a custom tree. Anyway, before doing that, I made this pathway coming out of the entrance with the new suspicious gravel, which worked well for this path because that's the only thing I could make a path out of that would look nice. Anyway, I made a tree, but then it went way too big and it not destroyed but went over the roof, so I put it down a bit and then just trimmed it, and I trimmed it so much it would probably be faster to make a custom one. Anyway, I tried to build a custom one here, but that went horribly wrong. As you can see, it looked fine there, but when I started adding the leaves it looked horrible. It just not how they're meant to look. I built it like an oak tree, but obviously they're meant to be much different. So I tried playing it. I tried making it more like a weeping willow style. It just really didn't work, and I decided on TNT to explode the entire thing. So that worked very well to get rid of this crappy tree. Then I bone mealed a proper tree that I did like, and then I went to decorating with some new flowers. Then got bone meal because, of course, come on, you can't make an outdoor area look nice without bone meal. Anyway, I got to work on the smaller sides, not the lower ones, going down and down and down now, extending the path a little bit, but otherwise nothing too exciting. I tested something with the brushes, but then that didn't work. Then I just carried on building the grass up, and I didn't bother doing the underside because I wanted this video out as fast as possible, and if I'd have wasted tons of time doing the underside, then the video would have come out a day late, and I want to get this video out today when it did come out. Alright, the build is done. Now
I know I could have done a lot more with the outside. Look at this. There is this big blob, but I will fix that. Actually, no, I won't, because this took way longer than I thought. It's taken an hour and over an hour, a bit over that, and I didn't think it would take that long. But that's alright because it looks epic. Look, so we've got this Japanese dojo. It's a bit too pink, but that's all we could work with. On the outside, we've got this suspicious sand path going down to nowhere. There's this custom tree that I failed, so I just plonked down the proper trees. And yeah, that's all that's on the outside really. I do have a lot of saplings down here, like as just decoration plants or decoration saplings, which look really nice. There's also these pitcher plants down here that are new. And then there wasn't much to decorate the insides with. There wasn't even a new light source, so that's a bit sad. There's also a sniffer that's hatched from its egg. Oh, there's zombies already spawned in here. Alright, well, yeah. In here, all I did was, well, this is like a dojo, so you do like look, we'll have a karate fight with this one. Alright, oh, let's see. Ow, oh, they're powerful, okay. Ow, he does a lot of damage, right. We're one hit, but it's fine because I've got epic karate skills in the dojo that I just built, so we should have the home field advantage here. Oh, it's a 2v1 and it's not fair at all, but actually it is fair because I'm good. Oh, wow, he did a lot of damage. That's very sad. Alright, so that's it. Now from the outside it's much more confusing. It's very detailed, these roofs, and they've got the classic coming out and coming in the same rooftop. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's very detailed, these walls. There's tons of indents, tons of outdents, if outdents aren't things, but I don't care. Then there's two layers here that are just copied from each other, but this one's just like plunked up a bit, which is fine because I wanted it to get a bit taller. And then this one really easy there. I think I broke something. No, I didn't. Why is it always thunderstorming? Right, and then this. Ooh, this is just bamboo. This bamboo fence. Alright, and we're gonna get this one a bit taller so that, like, you know, you add a few meters like that. So overall, this is a really cool build, and it's a bit funny because this is my 1.19 build, which is not close to as good as our 1.20 build. So when 1.21 comes around, I hope we can top this one as well. But if we're talking about Mojang, that could be in 6 months, it could be in a year, so we never know. If you want me to do since 1.20 just came out, if you want to know everything that came out in the new updates, that will be that is my most recent video before this one, if you want to go and check that one out. If you want more building in 1.20, comment what ideas. If you want like a 1 minute 10 second challenge, I don't know what you guys like, but whatever you'd like, comment down below. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and like.